This literally was my birthday and Christmas all at once. Felix Navidad Via Ferrata, the hardest Via Ferrata in Spain and one of the toughest in Europe. This had been on my bucket list for quite some time, and anyone who's already aware of Felix Navidad will likely be aware of the iconic features, which are the chains. These are suspended on the roof of an overhang you are yet to climb while holding on to crimpy pieces of rock with very little foot placement. But I guess what other videos don't tell you is that the chains is actually one of the easiest parts of Felix Navidad, and there are many other significantly more challenging parts to accomplish. Now, I'm no pro climber, so why did I decide to take on the big K6 challenge? Felix Navidad had actually been on my bucket list, like I said, for quite some time, but having turned 40, I wanted to prove that age is just a number, and surely if I'm not yet at my physical peak, then how can I possibly be old? Well, that's my mindset anyway. So I investigated the location, I booked my flights, I found my accommodation, and it was happening, and there was no going back. The opportunity was there, and I was there to take it. When it came to turning up to the area of Aragon, I was scared and very concerned about my ability, and also worried about being in a dangerous situation. I'd actually brought my son along to complete this climb because I couldn't find any fellow climbers who were brave enough to do it with me. So needless to say, there was lots of responsibility on me, but I had done all my research and I'd been prepping for this for quite some time. We were ready, and there became nothing more to do than just do the climb. And sometimes you just have to make your mind up that you're going to go or not, and then backing out isn't an option. The only option then becomes how pleasant you want to make the experience. It's all in the mindset. So here's my story, here's the journey, and here is a very impressive route which I would definitely recommend for you to try. Big day, how do you feel?
Oh, jeez.
How do you feel?
Tired.
Get up. I can tell I'm nervous because I had nightmares through the night. I've got an hour and 20-minute drive. To be completely honest with you, that was absolutely horrific. Trying to drive in a Fiat Panda down those roads is just not what the Fiat Panda is made for.
You need like a Land Rover or something.
And Dragan ended up having to make these really cool little makeshift rock things just so we didn't keep grounding out. Journey in has taken my mind off a lot of it, so I'm just actually going to settle my nerves just with a little bit of a walk at the moment, because that was rather intense, to say the least. We're coming round. This was Dragan's navigation skills. Apparently this is the way. That actually makes it a little bit worth it. We're not far away. It's not much of a walk in by the looks of things. That looks like the way down here. So we think we found the bit. This looks like what we've got to go over, the big overhang as well. the right way. Can you? Oh yeah, crap. Seen a mark that's see, this looks like a path and it looks like the area we're going to, but oh boy. Over 3 chains, there are only 2. It is looking more daunting now. I'm getting to the base of it, but it's exciting that it's happening. It doesn't look that bad. The whole thing is an overhang. The whole thing. Look at it. So, the redeeming feature of this is it is relatively short, which makes me feel a lot better. The only thing I would say, you know, it's too high to lower down to the ground. So yeah, if it goes wrong, it goes wrong, but we've already got a plan, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, let's give this bad boy a go. Card, I'm not gonna lie, but you're gonna have to put the worst thing is you're not gonna be able to clip in, are you? That's why it's so hard. So I think the issue here is, as you can see, we've not got any nice little ladder steps or anything, so when you go for this, you're going to have to send it, and you're going to have to send it for every single one of these wires. On the other Via Ferrata, there was an option to actually properly clip in and lead it. That is not the case on this one, unfortunately, so I brought my quick draws for absolutely no reason. But I could clip into the steps, which I probably will do. I am going to relish any rest that I can find, but check this. Oh look, it's got a little bit of tinsel on it too. That is pretty cool. Felix Navidad. Oh dear God. We can establish that these aren't grippy. Oh my God.
What are we actually doing?
That's not bad. It depends what angle it is.
How the hell are we doing this?
How freaky. So, nearly ready to get started. Absolutely terrified. This first bit looks like the worst, to be fair. But anyway, yeah, and then I just had this little thing come up on my app, and I was like, oh my God, it was so key to what I needed to hear right now. So I'm just going to do it because I know I can, and this is what I've had on my bucket list for a long while. I'm so chuffed that this lovely young man is going to be here to share the experience, and we are going to be good to go. Okay, so yeah, I'm up at the first pitch. Got this beautiful background. Now that was really hard, but I don't think it was as hard for me mentally because I was leading it, so I brought some quick draws. Oh, hang on, Dragon. But what I would say, Dragon, don't! What are you doing? What I would say is it was, you know, there was some big moves on it. It's all overhang. It's a very tough climb. You haven't got anything to pull back on. You're just pulling down on like these little things. So yeah, it definitely warrants its K6 and its little status for being the hardest Via Ferrata. Obviously I don't know what the rest of it's going to be like, but it's been highly enjoyable so far. And here is Dragon getting ready to go up. Dragon, how's the first pitch?
Easier than yesterday.
Yeah. So this was an incredibly fun part of the climb. I've really enjoyed this bit. Just great rock, nice little feature there. And we are about to go to the chains. We're nearly there. Dragon just said he told me there were 3. Oh, there are 3. Here he comes. Here we go. Yeah. This doesn't look as bad. Without a doubt, the overhang is definitely the hardest part of this climb, I think. And we've got an overhang at the end, which is probably pretty tricky. But yeah, this is not terrible. It's still tentative, isn't it? Yeah, this is the finale. I'm terrified because this is gonna be the hardest bit, I think.
Alright. Oh man.
It's a lot of rock climbing here.
Scary,
Yeah, you're fine. Just go on the rock and then you'll start to see the rungs. Come left. Go on the rock and you'll start to see the route. We did it, Dragon. Felix Navidad, it's been on my bucket list. How do you feel?
It wasn't that bad, really. It wasn't as
bad
bad as yesterday was.
So you think it wasn't? Yeah. So it wasn't terrible then?
Nah.
So, if that's the case, do you want to now do it without any rope with me? Because I'm about to go and do it. No.
I'll video you though.
Alright then. I think I can do it now. I know with my kit, I know what the whole route is. So, because it's on bucket list, I hope you don't mind, but I'd like to.
Okay, I'm not doing it with you.
I feel pretty proud and excited to have done that. And in my other videos, people keep talking about, you know, not me not being safe, but you know, I think I was incredibly safe on that. And I took a rope and I feel like it's going to be a real push. The base is the hardest bit. That's going to be particularly scary, but having done the moves, I know that it's doable.
What do you think the most scary bit is? Because that bit there is going to be the hardest, but what do you reckon the scariest is going to be?
There's that big beastie bit, isn't there? Where
right at the top.
The bit at the top is pretty hard. It's been on my bucket list. I really do genuinely want to be able to say that I've done it as a Via Ferrata, and I think if you lead it with rope, it's not the same. So,
anyways, I believe in you, Mum.
Do you? Thank you.
How was that?
A Christmas and a birthday all together.
Was it as scary as you thought it was going to be?
I feel like when you prep a route and you know what to expect, it changes your head game. So that actually wasn't as bad as the one yesterday, but I think it's because I knew what was coming.